Good morning, everyone. Today I would like to talk about the Stadtberg model. What is a Stadtberg model? Well, there are two firms, and those firms will produce nearly identical product. Each firm has a constant marginal cost. In the Stadtberg model, there are four characters of those models. Firstly, the firms choose output quantity sequentially. Secondly, the firm that first chooses production quantities is called the first mover, and after the firm chooses quantity after the first come is called the second mover. Thirdly, the second mover is aware that first mover action before he or she moves, and it will adjust its strategy according to this. Lastly, the first mover is also aware that the second mover action, so that when the first mover determines the output, it will take into account the response of the second mover. Now, there are similar models called cornered model, but also there are some differences. Firstly, as I told before, the Stadtberg two firms will choose output quantity sequentially, but cornered model, those two firms will choose output simultaneously rather than sequentially. Secondly, solve the Stadtberg model, we could use the backward induction, which meaning is that there are two firms, firm 1 and firm 2. Firm 1 and firm 2. So we can find the firm 2 profit, price, quantity. After we solve those numbers, we find the firm 1 price, quantity, and profit. I will give the example where the price equal to 110 minus Q. The Q equal to Q1 plus Q2, marginal cost equal to 10. Now, step 1, we find the Q2 rather than Q1. So P equal to 110 minus Q1 minus Q2, we extend to the Q. And then the marginal revenue 2 is the double Q2 with no change on the constant number, which is 110. So 110 minus Q1 minus 2 Q2. And then because of the marginal revenue equal to marginal cost, that is the maximize their profit. So 110 minus 2Q2 minus Q1 equal to 10. 2Q2 equal to 110 minus Q1 minus 10. 那么 Q2 equal to 50 minus a half Q1. Then we put the Q2 function into the Q1 function, which is P equal to 110 minus Q1 minus Q2, where solve the P1 is the P1 related to the Q1. And then we put the marginal revenue to the marginal cost again to solve the Q1. Q1 we solved is equal to 50, then Q2 equal to 50 minus half times 50, which is 50 minus 25 equal to 25. P, the price equal to 110 minus 50 minus 25, then equal to the 35. We got the Q1, we got Q2, we got the price. Then we can easily to solve the profit from 1 and profit from 2. Now, the third difference between the Carnot model and the Stadtberg model is that in the Stadtberg model, it exists the first mover advantages compared to the Carnot model. Carnot model, we don't, but Stadtberg, yes. And lastly, is a welfare analysis of the oligopoly model. There are 3 or 4 oligopoly models, but in my presentation, I only compared to one is called Stadtberg, another one we called is Carnot. Now I use the same example P and Q. So in the Stadtberg, we know that Q1 equal Q1 yeah, it's a different example. The first previous example is 110, but this one is 130. And after the same calculation, Q1 equal to 60, Q2 equal to 30, the total quantity is 90. Marginal revenue equal to marginal cost, similar to the perfect computation. So Q1 equal to 40, Q2 equal to 40, then we got total quantity is 80. Now 90 greater than 80, so during the output, we can conclude that the Stadtberg is greater than the Carnot. Now I will give you an example of the Stadtberg model. which is Microsoft and the Apple. So as I told previously, there are two firms project the nearly identical product. So in this example is Microsoft and Apple. So there are two large companies that produce computer. This is the identical product, but it is different for their consumer because in the 1990s, their software develop marketing leadership. They use Windows. The Windows system occupied 90% above the market. Since 10% is other such as Apple or other computer software. But the software application needs to let other system allowed and the same operation market. After that, the Microsoft decision has after company lose their profit and lose their market. So those firms do their own production has to consider the market. After that, the Apple company started in the market. The Apple system we call the DOS. The DOS and Windows DOS took some profit and took some other 10%, more than 10% from the Windows market. Of course, people used to choose Mac or personal computer, but in our stack model is different because system as a consumer as its difference, although the product is similar. That would be all. And thank you for your watching and listening.